All right, everyone. So we are getting ready for a 2,300 mile trip. So you will probably not see Amanda in this one because I work from home and I'm able to stock the van. So inside of our house right now, and there's a lot that we need to do before this trip. We leave Saturday. So since I'm home, I'm able to knock some of this out while I work and Amanda's at work. So let's get to it. So the first thing that we're gonna take out is this little pile. So we painted our spice rack black to give it a little bit better of a sight appeal because it was really tan. We've got some Q-tips, our magic blender here, Ninja. We've got some food items, cleaning items, more food, and then some sodas, some pasta. So we are going to get all of that put into the van. Here's the load. All right, here's load number one. Now we're gonna try to fit most of that here in the pantry. All right, so now we've got our pancakes for in the morning. Put that up there. We've got our mountain house along with a couple of other ones. We're just restocking this. Shove that right in there. Some pasta. Shove right up in there. Now we've got two Macs. We've got Annie's and then Velveeta. So we'll put that in there to kind of hold those two other things in there. Pasta sauce. I wonder, that'll probably be good up here since it's got a little bit of a lip. Now we just got to fit these guys in that little hole. Alright, so we've got most of our dry foods, our bullet up there. We've got our oatmeals, and then we've got some ramen down there with our mountain houses, and then we have our induction at the very bottom. So now we've got some of the cleaning supplies that we need to put down here in our bottom drawer where we keep our trash bin. So we are going to get that all set. I'm going to throw those down there and then put this one in. Alright, so we got our trash bag ready to go. We've got our Clorox disposable wipes, and then we've got our Dawn for washing dishes. So the next thing that we need to do is get this remounted back up here so I can go ahead and get all of our spices back in there. Alright, so that's back up now. Definitely looks a lot better now that it's black. Also, when doing these trips, I make sure that the water pump is working. So make sure that is good to go. Perfect. Awesome. And we'll just drain that into the gray tank. And then we'll turn that bad boy back off. And then tank levels. So our waste we need to empty, and then our water is pretty much full, so we're good to go there. And you might ask, where do we put our clothes? So up here in this overhead bin that's above the passenger and driver seat, we have these 4 totes that we have. So 4 of them fit over here in this area, and we'll both get 2 each, so that way we can fill those up with clothes. Bathroom is all ready to go. It has Chansey's life jacket in there, her jackets that we have for her. We also have 3 towels because we do plan on taking showers. We do have our soap, conditioner, and shampoo ready to go. And then one of the newest additions that we did was we hung this Molly panel right in here in the shower door. and we're using a radius laundry bag. So with all of our dirty clothes, we will just throw that in there, and we're just making the best of the space that we have. And then this is kind of how we went ahead and screwed it in. So we put the screws out here, which is a nice bevel, so we won't hit it really hard compared to the nuts that are inside. So we've got 6 of those guys, but that is how we ended up attaching it for the inside. We've got our fruit basket that Amanda crocheted for our fruit, so that's ready to go. We've got Chansey's bed ready to go. The only thing that we'll do last is fill up the fridge. It's already got some water and some Pepsis. We've got some protein shakes, some garlic, mustard, butter, but that's gonna be one of the very last things that we put together. So went ahead and grabbed the Ignite fire pit that we bought. Super compact, really awesome. We added some lava rocks in there, so this was great. We tried this out at home. So just sit that there, lock that in, and then this is the line for it, and then the propane tank. So went ahead and added the cord in there for the tank, smack that down, and then what's nice about this guy is he comes in his own little carrying case, so pretty much just unzip this bad boy, and it has got its tank in there. So with another attachment as well too, which is great. One cool item that we just got too was this Tread Lightly Domus shovel that packs up really small. It's really awesome, and honestly we needed it in Flag more than ever when we were trying to rescue some guys, so we decided to pick one up. Now what I want to try to do is get a ram mount hooked up here so we can hang our bags that are easy and quick to access, because on this panel over here we plan on doing a molly panel to hook up like the shovel, the axe, the saw, everything over there too. So last few mods, like I said, took this panel off, and as you can tell it's got its little clippies in there, and this one definitely got stuck in there. So I have these tools that I used from my 4Runner before, and I popped this out. It went all the way over that door and then ended up in the middle of the yard. So be careful when you're popping these out, but you definitely want to get them from your door if they're stuck in there, so that way you can put them back into their appropriate place. So when you go to put this back on, all it has to do is go in the hole, instead of like this one that has to, you know, go at an angle. So make sure you slide that back in there. All right, you guys, so as I was driving around the other day with all of the errands that we needed to do, all of a sudden the inverter stopped working. So the back switch on your Revel, this switch solely is just for your inverter, and so I'll put a picture up of it, but I couldn't turn it all the way on. It had to be half cocked for the inverter actually work. So we thought something was wrong with either the wiring back here or the actual controller. So we ended up going to Amazon, getting it the same, oh actually next day. This is the original controller, and the actual controller was bad. So luckily this happened before we left, so we just pretty much pulled it out of the wall, disconnected it. Obviously you want to turn off your batteries and turn off your solar panel so there is no power. Make sure you also are not plugged into shore power. So there is no power at all. Pull this out, and then you'll want to use, we both were able to use a 14 millimeter and a 15, but we were able just to pull that out and go ahead and reconnect it, and now the inverter works great. So we are going to put this back together and then show you the rest of everything that we've done for the trip. This is just kind of the prime example though of van life in general, right? Like you're going for a trip and this shit's like, nah, we're gonna break before you even leave, right? So this is going to be fun to get back into, but it's nice that it broke before we got on the road. But this is just another example. If you don't want to be a problem solver, you would have waited 2-3 months to get in to have this done. So make sure that you're handy when you're doing this stuff. All right, so we've got our green light now on. Okay, we're good to go. This just flashed on again though. Okay. Both of these just flashed on again. So inverter's working, that we can tell. We have got our food all stocked. Got all the dry goods in there. We even snuck some food up there in the cabinet. The fridge is fully stocked, along with the little mini freezer we've got stocked. We also got our 5-gallon water dispenser tied up there, so that way we don't have to worry about too much water, and if we do, we can just refill it. It's super easy. All right, so that's how we plan for our trip. That's how we pack for our trip. And that's also how we deal with problems that come up last minute.
Always.
Always. That's van life for you. So if you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. We're coming out with videos weekly, and we will see you on the next one.